Hi, this is Marjorie Duffel, sports contributor at ShadeStudios, and we're here at Tribeca Film Festival for the worldwide premiere of Power of the Dream, the new documentary telling the story of the WNBA, an organization that never says quit, premiering June 18th on Amazon Prime.
All right, so with the documentary focusing on issues such as LGBTQIA plus rights, the Black Lives Matter movement, the Say Her Name movement, what do you think is most important for our viewers to take away?
I think specifically Sue Bird is like the pinnacle of pushing the needle, pushing the boundaries, really just being open about everything surrounding how she wants to live her life, and whether that's something that has to do with the LGBTQ community and having that support system around her, especially the basketball community. I'm 100% sure it's going to be showcased in this series or documentary, not series, but she was incredible in her first documentary that I saw, and it was called In the Clutch. So it basically kind of shows and highlights like her life from her upbringing and how, you know, she had to be open about certain things, and she's just really great with Megan as well. Like the two's relationship is probably my favorite to see because they just come alive together.
Yeah, so you mentioned that this is Sue's second documentary of the year. She's playing movie star, it seems, in 2024. You know, her role off the court as well as an investor in other women's leagues such as the Seattle Storm, as well as the New York Gotham FC team in the NWSL. How do you see women's roles transitioning from in sports to outside of sports and how they can help push issues forward?
She's like a boss. In the last documentary, she's like in a boardroom and working on production teams and things like that. So it's pretty incredible to see not only, you know, somebody like Sue, who's extremely talented. I am biased because I grew up in Seattle, by the way, so I am a Storms fan. But 100%, I think that she's really pushing the boundaries for women, and she's doing incredible things, even though she's now retired from the sport. And she's making just sense of whatever she can do and whatever value she can add to the scene, which is great to see. It's inspiring. Dawn Porter, who is actually here for her second film, which is incredible just to be able to get one film, honestly, into a film festival. There's so many submissions, but Dawn is actually here for two films, including this one. I actually saw her at Sundance for Luther, and that was honestly one of the best documentaries that I've seen. When I saw that she was actually going to be a part of this team as well, I was so ecstatic. I was just like, oh my gosh, Dawn again. Everything she touches turns to gold, so it's pretty incredible.
I'm Marjorie with ShadeTV. It's so nice to meet you both. Congratulations. I'm very excited to see this film, so excited for everything it's going to continue to do for women's sports. I think really first question, what is your main takeaway you'd love viewers to get from watching this documentary?
I think what we learned through this experience as WNBA players was collectively our voice was going to be louder. So as long as we could have the hard conversations behind closed doors, come together, we knew that the message would really be able to be just more powerful together, and I think everybody can learn from that. Everybody has a way to come together in groups and make that message louder.
Awesome. Yeah, with this documentary focusing on such important issues like LGBTQIA plus rights, Black Lives Matter, the Say Her Name movement, you know, why was it such important for this partnership to come together to create the documentary, working with each other?
You know, I mean, I'm just the person who's got the honor, the privilege of telling the story about what they did. So, you know, I just feel like they did it and you know, kind of like bringing their efforts. I was just so blown away by, like, you all were young and it's COVID, and to plan and execute on the fly in the middle of a pandemic a strategy that, you know, Raphael Warnock is polling at 9% when they start wearing the t-shirts. He gets to 42%, there's a runoff, and then he wins. And so that secured control of the Senate for the Democrats, which means that he also got to vote for Ketanji Brown Jackson. So we have that historic, you know, like, this is huge. And they just kind of went for what their heart said that they should do, but then they executed it so brilliantly. And, you know, I think, like, I'm glad we've got some strategic, basketball players like looking out for us. So what Congress can't do, they did.
Yeah. You both have such a platform that you utilize to help push these issues forward. What would your advice be to kind of the lay person, the average person every day, that they can kind of contribute to either the social movements, empowering women's sports? Kind of what's your best piece of advice?
Yeah, I think for me, it can be intimidating when you watch a documentary like Power of the Dream and you're like, oh my God, that feels so big. The magnitude of it, I would never be able to do that. But the reality is, it actually just starts with one conversation, maybe one person you connect with, and then being able to change, maybe just your community, maybe your own household, right? It can be the change that you see that's so big and can be so intimidating. It actually starts really small, and everybody can play their part in that.
Awesome. One last question. I'm a Gotham FC fan, lifelong soccer player. Your involvement now off the court from basketball. What is that looking like with you, with your ownership in different sports teams as well as your correspondence? How's that treating you?
It's been great. I think obviously as somebody who dedicated their lives to sports, I believe in it, and beyond that, it's a good business decision. I mean, look at it, right? There was no better time to get into ownership. Again, because I have like a heartstring that gets pulled, but more than anything, it's a really good business decision.
What are you guys looking forward to the most about this documentary?
I have been able to have the privilege of playing witness and cheerleader to these wonderful players for the past decade now. And so having the visualization of the culmination of their hard work is beautiful. And for the world to see it, especially now that women's sports is growing in the trajectory that it is growing, it's time. And so I can't wait for the audience to receive it the way I've been able to witness them throughout the entire decade.
You know what I think, Ari? I think we need to form like a fun little side basketball team.
Honestly, you will kill me because
there's no way. I'm a volleyball player.
Me
girl.
too.
I'm a volleyball.
Why
Wait,
not
should
just
we do
stick to our
volleyball
strengths? like inspiration, right? These players are giving her inspiration.
What
We've never
did you play? I didn't
middle.
know. Girl.
Were you a middle too? You were
So,
strong
well, I
side.
was utility.
Okay.
I outside, right side, middle, wherever.
I'm like, let's stick with our
you know.
strengths.
All right, so
she's inspired.
we love basketball, but we're gonna form a volleyball team.
That's what it's gonna be.
And we're gonna
Hashtag
inspire
applause.
that way as well.
Hashtag all across the board.
Exactly. Hey, maybe we can teach Sue and Megan play volleyball.
You know what would be funny? You
And
know,
then we'll flip sports.
can
How
I
about
tell
that?
you what my alternate sport is though?
What is it?
Cheerleading. So if I could take all y'all into like a cheer gym and teach y'all how to tumble.
Can you do a backflip?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What?
Been
I
doing it
did
since
not-
the womb.
What?
The womb.
I did not know this about you.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing this in your interviews?
Literally because I did it my whole life.
Okay, but I'm really excited for this film, and Dawn Porter's a part of it as well. I'm obsessed with Luther. I don't know if you've seen Luther yet, but it was so good, so well done. Can't wait to see how she put her stamp on this film.
I love how you landed that.
Thanks.
Wow.
I know. That was like a somersault kind of in my own way, but not really.
Aside from obviously Sue Bird, who's another one of your favorite female athletes.
Yes. I mean, I'm from Seattle, so I am biased. I remember running into Sue all the time in Seattle, even when I worked at a salon. She would go there. So, yeah, I think just because we lost our Sonics, so we really had to tie ourselves
you
to
leaned
something.
into the storm. Yeah, I love
Girl,
that.
I was one of the protesters. I was like, do not take our team to Oklahoma. Please do
And they
not
didn't even
take
stay in
them.
Oklahoma.
This is the sad part, too.
They keep moving and moving and moving. Now they're in Dallas.
Really. So if you guys want to just circle back and, come back around to Washington, I'm not there anymore. We would appreciate that. Instead, we got an ice hockey team. So,
But you know what?
it's
We're
a
working on
little something.
expansion. My favorite athlete growing up, and I had the privilege of her being one of my closest friends, Candace Parker. I was devastated when she retired. You're
like, Candace,
But-
if you can hear me now, come back.
Come back.
Come back right
no,
now.
but I think it's beautiful to be able to know when to walk away from the game and open it up for the next generation of players. So my Candace Parker is somebody's Asia Wilson, And then you look younger, somebody's Asia Wilson is Angel Reese. And you just keep spreading the wealth of just generational greatness, positionless basketball, excellence on and off the court. Now we have a new generation of players that know how to capitalize off their brand, and so that's inspirational for people who don't even play sports. They know how to utilize their name, their image and likeness in order to profit, even if they don't want to go pro, and that's the beauty of it all.
Women in sneakers now, it's pretty incredible to see.
I wish
that
I had
they-
them on right now. I'm like,
Girl, the sneakers we were wearing for volleyball,
right? Ugh.
I would kill for the shoes that they're making
I would kill for the
now.
tunnel
Oh my
fits.
gosh.
Like, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
just dusty. God. Thank God New York saved me. Had my little modeling stint and learned a sense of fashion, because goodness gracious.
I
Got
know.
real left.
All right, I met you when you first started modeling. Like,
know.
this was like 10 years ago. You know? How crazy is
Are we
that?
old? No.
I know. Sorry,
We're
10 years.
seasoned.
It was like yesterday.
Like, what do
we
you
met.
mean we were 9?
I know. Yeah. We're not as
We're
we're not the age you think we are. We got the genetics that don't quite crack. Yeah, exactly.
Don't crack.
Yeah.
No, but Angel
Different
McCoughtry's
angel.
pulling up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Angel McCoughtry's pulling up. She's an Olympian, and I don't think people talk about her enough about how much of an impact she has on the women's game. Angel, we talked about you, girl.
We talked about you up there. Yes, exactly.
Come on over.
Come on over. Oh hi.
You want to talk about legends of the game and
Yes.
making sure that their legacy is remembered and still amplified and celebrated. Angel McCoughtry, Olympian, just overall GOAT. We love her.
Yes.
Thank y'all for that. You know, women sticking together, women supporting women. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Exactly.
And they changing the game with how
Yeah.
they cover us.
Yes.
So that's what it's about.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I'm out here trying to do the same and, empower other women and have women, interviewing others and being able to learn from, you guys and the work that you're doing.